us more about what's happening in Kailash and Manasarovar? Are they linked in any way?
The very first time we went there, and I noticed what was happening, and the phenomena of Kailash so close by. These two things cannot be unconnected, that was clear to me. There is no ways two such phenomenal events to be unconnected with each other and so close. But we didn't really make the connection as to what. As we have said a few times, there's a phenomenal activity going on in the lake. Kind of life forms which not the kind of life that we know as life here. Definitely life, no question about that, but not the way we know life. Here, this part of the creation of which we are a part, life happens in a certain way. What we call as life energies are in a certain way. Whether it's an ant or an elephant, or a monkey or a man, the essential nature of the way life happens here is same. How it manifests itself in any number of forms, but the essential nature is same. But this is not that kind of life, it's totally different kind of life. Normally, here we could classify life, on one level we could classify life as conscious part of life and unconscious part of life. But with these life forms, we don't know where to put them, because these seem to be totally unconscious, but they are conscious. They seem to be in bunches, but they're individual. They're individuals which bunched up together, maybe just for this journey, or maybe that's how they exist, we don't know for sure. But they have an individuality. At the same time, they are in bunches, which makes them all like one piece. These things don't happen here. Here, if you create an individual life form, it becomes individual. If you fuse something, it'll never remain as two, it'll become as one. Here we cannot fuse something and keep it individual. In this life, it doesn't happen like that. It is like you ate a banana, the banana becomes a part of you, the banana doesn't exist anymore, only you are. But now you ate a banana, it's become a part of you, but still it's a banana. That doesn't make sense, the way we know life. But that's how it is with what we see in Manasarovar. It doesn't stand to our logic and our understanding and our perception of life. So, definitely they don't belong to the earth, there's no question about that. And such a phenomenal amount of activity of in and out of the lake. For what purpose? We are not 100% sure. We're beginning to have some inkling. We need to spend more time on this, at least we have some fundamentals towards it now. And the Kailash, when we say Kailash, going by the legend, going by the mythological legends in this country, Kailash we are not… when we say Kailash, we are not talking about a mountain. We are talking about a space which is beyond, somewhere. Generally we say, if somebody died, we say he went to Kailasha. That means he went to Shiva's abode somewhere, wherever that is. The same name was given to the mountain because that is also referred to as Shiva's abode. So Shiva's abode on this planet is referred to be as Kailash. We inferred because his knowing is stored there. That is why we refer to it that way. But there seems to be much more to it. For those of you who saw it, you clearly saw that the nature of that mountain and the surrounding mountains is very, very different. Clearly, distinctly, even for a layperson, it is distinctly visible to see. This is almost steel-like. It's like almost metallic kind of stone. Rest of it is all brown, like mortar. When I say mortar, it is like molten soil. Soil has melted, but the rock has not melted. So you see huge brown mountains with all pebbles and rocks sticking in it. It looks like concrete, like man-made concrete, because the soil has melted and the rock has not melted. If the soil has melted and rock has not melted, for some reason, for whatever reason, the temperatures must have hit somewhere between 800 to 1100 degrees centigrade. Then the soil melts and the rock won't melt. If temperature crosses 12 to 1400 degrees, the rock will also melt. So something happened there which took the temperatures between 800 to 1100. If a volcano happened, the temperatures will be way beyond. The rock melts and flows. That's what you call as lava or whatever, it's molten rock. If a meteorite landed, the temperatures usually touch 3000 to 4000 degrees centigrade, everything melts and there should be a huge crater. Such a thing didn't happen. So the theory could be that something landed but managed to land gently and created only 800 to 1000 degrees, where the soil melted but the rock did not melt. Or somebody managed to land a huge mountain of a meteorite gently. If somebody managed to land a meteorite gently, that's something else. Coming to Shiva himself, one thing about Shiva is, whatever, there are 1000 stories describing his life, but there is not a single story about his childhood or about his old age. He had no parents and no grave. There's a beautiful story which says, when Shiva was to marry Parvati, what's her father's name? I'm sorry. Himavat, yes. Himavat was a king, did not approve of this alliance because Shiva had hideous friends around him. Always Shiva's friends were described as demons, as goblins, as demented and deformed beings. So somebody will look demented and deformed to you if they don't look like you.